champions. Speaking of champions, Jimmy Hart stood out here. That's right, baby. I stood out and I said, you're going to be looking at the new world champions. And when Jimmy Hart says something, he backs it up, baby. Look at them, dolls. Look at the audience, baby. Look at these people. You never, where we go, the people are saying, we want the dolls, we want the dolls. Well, let me tell you what, baby, we don't want you. Because when Jimmy Hart was laying up in that hospital bed, who sent me flowers and cards? Nobody. So don't try to jump on my bandwagon now, baby, with my dolls. The world champions. You know, this is the greatest week for me in my life. The greatest week. You know, Mr. Bob Loose up in Indianapolis has been calling me every week. He's been saying, Jimmy, oh, Jimmy, would you please give my pretty little boys, my little Spiky Hubert, the young lions, it's what they call themselves now, the young lions, and Stevie Regal, another shot at those belts. Please, will you come to Indianapolis and see what happened, man? See, they came down to Jimmy Hart's backyard. And when anybody comes in my backyard, baby, there's only one way out, and that's through me. And you don't go through me, so they lost the scraps here. So now every day, Bob Loose, tight pockets, money wad, man. I said, if you can come up with some bread, we might come back to Indy. We might come up there and make a tour, but I don't think if he took all the money in the whole state up there, if he took everybody up there in Indianapolis and put the money together, there's not enough to get the dolls back up there, man. Like I said, the young lions, you want us, baby, then come and get us. You're looking at the world champions, boy, the New York Dolls, the greatest team in professional wrestling. So, Mr. Loose, Mr. Tight Pockets, if you want Jimmy Hart, come up with a scratch, baby, because you're looking at the world champions, baby, the world champions.
If we could just get them in a ring, we might be able to see how they're going to do today against Stan Lane and Terry Taylor. Jimmy Hart alienating the entire state of Indiana, and that's nothing unusual. Here come their opponents, and you hear the kind of reception they get, Dave.
Yes, sir. This is going to be an expiration of time match coming up here, introducing at a total of 433 pounds. From Delray Beach, Florida, Stan Lane. From Vero Beach, Florida, Terry Taylor. Going against them at a total weight of 479 pounds, the Dream Machine and Rick McGraw, the New York Dolls. Their manager, Jimmy Hart. This match to the expiration of time, and Jerry Calhoun is the referee.
What a whale of a match, Dave, and we've got a little time on the clock up there, so we should see some great action in here. As Taylor and Lane, I've seen them a couple of times together, and boy, they really meld well together. Of course, Terry still misses Steve Kern, and in answer to you folks who have written, the letters have been passed on to Steve. Steve, we saw him over the weekend. He said his arm's coming along. He couldn't say a whole lot more than that. That was about it. All right. We're about ready to see action begin here, and here we go.
Stan Lane to start against the Dream Machine. Dream Machine. Nails Stan with an elbow off the rope. Reversal by Stan. Down to the mat goes Dream Machine. And the Dolls back in the corner. Make a tag. Here's Rick McGraw. McGraw back under the rope. Center of the ring again. Stan Lane, Rick McGraw of the New York Dolls. There's a headlock by Stan.
Well, I knew you needed help over here.
Come on, Jimmy. No.
It's amazing. Everybody wants on Jimmy Hart's bandwagon now since I've got the world champions, but I don't need anybody. Where were they when I needed them? When I needed them, they wasn't behind me, so I don't need anybody now, baby. We're on top of the world.
Stan Lane fired across the ring. McGraw lets him go by. Stan sets himself. Drop kick. Stan Lane takes him over. There's the referee right there to start the count, but McGraw able to get the right shoulder up off the mat.
Don't worry, baby. Lane's doing the best he can do right now. Get him. Come on, baby. Come on, dog. You can get him, Daddy.
Stan Lane hanging on. Terry Taylor, his partner, watching in the corner. The New York Dolls, Rick McGraw and the Dream Machine going against Lane and Taylor. Stan over to the corner, makes the tag on Terry Taylor. Lane and Taylor, as Lance said earlier, we've seen them together a couple of times before. They make a good tag team. They have similar wrestling styles.
You gotta be joking, man.
Terry Taylor with the arm of Rick McGraw. Put a little twist on it. McGraw looking toward the corner. He's a long way from the tag on his partner. Now a little closer. Did he get it?
Look at them. Lane and Taylor are preppies, man. They're valley boys. Look at them. They're worried about their muscles, their hair. Look at them.
Taylor makes the tag. Stan Lane coming back in.
With the fifth. Did you see the fifth? Tell me. Come on, look like it is.
Yeah, I saw it.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
There's the tag made, and Terry Taylor is back. McGraw off the ropes, and Taylor nails him in the midsection.
Hey, you call him doll number 2. That's what you call him, not McGraw. Come on, baby. Come on.
Taylor drops with the arm. Count of 2.
Come on, baby.
And the New York Dolls make a tag. Dream Machine back in.
Come on, Dolly. You got him, baby. Come on. There you go. Look at that. What a good move, huh? Beautiful.
A drop by the Dream Machine. Terry Taylor picked up now. Reverses him. And the doll finds himself flying through the air.
Come on, Calhoun. Wake up over there.
Tag made by Taylor and Stan Lane coming back.
Look, one man holds him. The other man drops on his arm. Did he not do that? Hey, Calhoun. Wait a minute.
Stan Lane. Dragging the Dream Machine back, but Dream Machine threw him away to the rope. Stan steps over. Dream swings. Stan takes it down. And after all of that, Stan Lane still with the advantage over the New York Doll, the Dream Machine.
Three people. How can we fight the referee and nothing? This is ridiculous. Come on, man. Look, another man.
Terry Taylor, after the tag, grabbed Dream Machine's arm.
Come on, doll. Come on, baby.
Back to the Doll's corner. They make a tag. And they double team. As Terry Taylor is trapped in their corner over here. The New York Dolls both have been working on it. Dream Machine steps back out now. McGraw out and away at Terry Taylor. Jabbed him in the throat, it looked like. 4.5 minutes gone in this ball. 4.5 minutes gone. The dog using the side of that boot and the laces. He raked it across Terry Taylor's face. Taylor kicks out at the count of 1. As the doll had almost had him set up, he thought at least, for a minute. Dream Machine back in there now for the doll. Double hand. Drops down across the back. Going for the cover. Counts at 2, but that's all he gets as Terry Taylor breaks out of it. Power slam. 1, 2. Stan Lane with an assist. And that stops at the count with 2. For the Dolls, it's Rick McGraw. Taylor starting for the corner by a handful of hair. While McGraw stops his progress, he was not able to get the tag on Stan Lane. New York Dolls. Their world belts over here on the table. This is a non-title match, but they hold the belts. I think you can see some of the reasons why in this match. There's one of them right there. Put to the midsection by the Dream Machine. Taylor off the rope, rolls it down. 1. Count stops at 1. 6.5 minutes gone in this ball. Tag made by the New York Dolls. Shoulders down, and the referee got a 2 count before Terry Taylor was able to get out of it. Taylor,
He's got a big one on him, Dave.
Boy, he does. Taylor reaching. I think maybe he was reaching for a tag, but he's turned around. The tag is on the other side of the ring, and he's got a long way before he can get there. He makes the tag on the green. Move. One together in the center of the ring. Both of them down. Dream Machine back on his feet. He drops, but Taylor had moved. The New York Dolls take a dive. Here's McGraw. It's a 1 count. Rick McGraw for the New York Dolls. Terry Taylor fighting back. He needs to get to the corner. He does it. Here's Stan Lane. Lane rolling them both around the ring. Drop on the Dream Machine. Draw leads. The Dolls make a tag, and McGraw's the man who's supposed to be in there anyway. A double clothesline. Terry Taylor jumps in.
It's going to be a disqualification, Dave. We're going to have to get out of here, and we'll check our time. Be back. Disqualification. The Dolls are going to win it. Championship Wrestling. By golly, what an interesting show today. And let me tell you about interesting. Tonight out at the fairgrounds, I said tonight out at the fairgrounds, the action is going to be good. Robert Gibson going against Carl Fergie. Bobby Fulton against the Angel. Buddy Landell and Dutch Mantell going against the brand new New Zealand Sheepherders. And then the main event. Stand by for this one. Jimmy Hart, New York Dolls, will be engaged in a little fisticuffs with the brand new fabulous ones you'll be hearing more about in just a moment.
You know what? You have seen the rest, but now you are definitely looking at the best. A touch of class, Nashville is coming at you, Music City, USA. Let me introduce my men the way they should be introduced for you. Ladies and gentlemen, and I use that word very, very loosely, I present to you the greatest tag team in professional wrestling, the new world champions, my New York Dolls. Now, you can take it back. Come on, tell them, Big Dog. That's what it's all going to be like. You know, that's Grand Ole Opry Town, what I'm saying. Funky. Graveyard disposition, a tombstone mine. Two big white mother sons that don't mind God. You know, I got my head on cocky. Jackie Fargo, you think you the head mucking the muck honcho around Nashville, Tennessee. You got another thing coming. You bring your fabulous ones and come on down and get the New York Dolls. You understand what I'm saying? Because, baby, it's New York. You understand what I'm saying? Uptight, want to fight. Tell them what it's going to be like, darling.
That's why I roll up every street except for those leading to the fairground, because the only activity happening in the Music City tonight is going to be the New York Dolls. Right. Bringing it down, bringing it to the fabulous ones, they call themselves. Jackie Fargo, you better stay at home, because you're going to be embarrassed right there in Nashville, Tennessee, where the New York Dolls are the ones that will be reckoned with, Jack.
I think not only you, but the rest of the Hart group right here better stay around and just take a listen to what we got coming up on Championship Wrestling in there. Tonight, the New York Dolls and the fabulous ones. And I got to guarantee you this, it is going to be worth your trip, your admission, to get in to see that one battle on. That's tonight at the fairgrounds.
How about that?
I don't believe that. What was the time again?
Time on it was 3 minutes, 13 seconds.
3 minutes, 13 seconds. The winners, the Sheepherders over Fulton and Stark. We've got more tag action coming up in just a moment. By golly, I'll tell you one that was a dandy was the New York Dolls defending the title against the guys they had won it from, Steve Regal and Spike Huber, and we've got it. Let's take a look at it. official bell has sounded, and we're off and running on a sanctioned WWA World Tag Team title return match between the former champions Spike Huber and Steve Regal against Jimmy Hart's New York Dolls. In the original one, Hart just got through dumping a barrel of powder, it looked like, right on Steve Regal, who was down at ringside, while Huber is up in the middle taking shots from both of the New York Dolls. The referee, Jerry Calhoun, had his hands full before it ever started. Regal and Huber were waiting on the Dolls. Jumped out of the ring, took off after them, and chased them toward the back. Finally got back around ringside, but boy, I'll tell you, it has been nothing but havoc since that time. Regal pulled into the ring with a powder in his eyes, and the referee trying to get Huber back around to the corner and get a little order restored. Rick McGraw is on the outside. The Dream Machine just tagged to him, and McGraw comes in with Steve Regal, and a whip across the ring, a big backdrop, and Regal is down hard. Spike Huber hollering at Steve, tag, tag. He's looking for a tag in so that the pressure of the two. And, of course, Steve still trying to clear those eyes up where Hart unloaded something on him. Tag again on the Dream Machine and the Dolls. Working closely as a team. Dream Machine turns Regal over, tags McGraw, and Rick McGraw comes in firing at Steve Regal. In actuality, this championship match is only a couple of minutes old. Big suplex from McGraw on Regal. 1, 2. Regal kicked out at the 2. Reverse neck breaker, and Steve down on the deck, his face still white as he keeps daubing at his eyes, trying to get some more of that substance, powder or whatever, that Hart threw at him out of his eyes. Big elbow from the Dream Machine. And I guess maybe the only good thing you could say about the activity that's going on now, it gives Steve more time to try to clear those eyes up. Power slam from McGraw, and Regal just kicked out of it. And Jimmy Hart hollering at the referee about, where's your count, where's your count? He thought that 3 count was a little on the slow side. Elbow from McGraw puts Regal down. Huber kind of pinned to the corner over there so that he can be ready in the event that Regal makes it over to him. Tag on the Dream Machine. The New York Dolls. The new WWA World Tag Champions. Regal goes in, over and down with a big backdrop. Another whip. Shot to the neck from the Dream on Regal, and now a tag to McGraw. Rick McGraw and the Dream Machine. The New York Dolls. And McGraw, using that right fist, goes for a chokehold on the rope. And a typically Hart-trained team working on Steve Regal. They move in and out of the ring smoothly, but they'll violate every rule within a 4-minute period. They cover about 90% of all the rules. And they're careful to be sure that they don't do it long enough to where the referee counts them out. But, of course, as champions, that's not going to hurt them in terms of losing the belt if they're disqualified. Five-minute mark with 55 to go, and Steve Regal, during the last 2 minutes and 30 seconds, has really taken a shellacking in the ring from the New York Dolls. And Regal, with a foot, puts the Dream Machine down, but he does not get to the corner to tag Huber. The Dream back on top of him, misses a double-handed shot, and once again, the Dream is down. Rick McGraw in now is Hart at ringside, pacing and hollering. Big choke underneath the rope. And right at the disqualification count, McGraw breaks it. Huber rushes across the ring, and of course the referee sends him back as the Dream Machine steps down on the throat of Steve Regal. Oh, they are playing it cagey. What a drop kick standing from Rick McGraw. He stood right there holding on to Regal's hair, jumped straight up and banged him good. Dream up on the second rope as he comes off with both hands on Steve Regal. Regal takes a right-handed shot from the Dream and another one. McGraw grabbing Regal from behind, and Huber comes in the ring now as McGraw from the outside, Regal from the inside. I mean, Dream Machine from the inside. Steve down in the center of the ring. Boy, they have pounded blood right out of Steve's nose. And Huber gets around a hold of Rick McGraw. The referee trying to break them up as the Dream Machine slashing away at Steve Regal. 8.5 minutes into the action, and there's a bear hug from the Dream Machine. Regal trying to spread it out to reduce the pressure from the Dream. Administered to Regal. The referee just got thrown aside by Spike Huber, and Huber going to town on the New York Dolls. That's probably going to be a disqualification on Huber. Ring the bell, and that's what it is, a disqualification on Huber and Regal for hitting the referee, throwing him. 9 minutes and 34 seconds. Another pile driver coming up, this time on Spike Huber. Disqualification has taken place. Regal and Huber lose it. by that disqualification. And now the New York Dolls really pouring it on Regal and Hubert. There's Hart Kane coming into play. Here comes Terry Taylor, Stan Lane. And the Dream Machine with that walking stick nailing Taylor, but good. Hart and Rick McGraw jumping on Stan Lane as he climbed through the rope. And the ring filled up with it as finally Taylor gets a hold of Hart. Now he's on the Dream Machine, and Stan coming right back after Rick McGraw. Both teams disqualified. The referee is telling us. Blistering match, David, even after it was before it started and after it was over. Right. And it was action all the way. Hey, guess who's coming up?
Imitator?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man. Imitator, let me tell you something, Jackie Fargo. Why don't you take this quarter, baby, and why don't you call somebody who cares if you come back into professional wrestling or not, baby? Let me tell you something. You want to show pictures of blood and black eyes? Hey, Jimmy Hart's been down that road too, Pally. Pally, I hate that word, Pally. If he said it again, I'd blow my brains out. Well, let me tell you something, Pally. I've had the black eyes, and I've had the scars on my head, and I've been in the hospital with a broken leg, and I've had the fractured jaw too, Pally. Where have you been for 3 years? I'll tell you where you've been, getting those Social Security checks, boy. Well, this is professional wrestling now. 1982, not 1952, baby. The extras are out, Fargo. They're all gone. Music City's our town. Let me tell you something. It's still Steve Kern and Stan Lane, but with beards. Why have they got beards? Because the first family has them. Because, you see, they are followers. They're not leaders. So, Fargo, why don't you call somebody that gives a care? I promise you one thing.
That's right, Jackie Fargo. I'd have been ashamed, man, to get up here on that film and show my skunk-headed. You better take $2, as you so-called call it, and buy you some bleach, boy. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to make one of probably the biggest mistakes that you've ever made in your fat, stinking life. You understand what I'm talking about? Because I'll tell you why, Fargo. I'll tell you exactly why. You should have stayed on that golf course, because the wrestling business is no place for you now. There's no place for you, Stan Lane. It's no place for you, Steve Kern, because we're going to show you a lesson. You understand what I'm talking about? I see a lot of dirty days done dirt cheap, and I know, Fargo, that you've done a lot of them.
All right, that's it. The New York Dolls, a fabulous one tonight, right out there at the fairgrounds. We'll see who the imitators and who the leaders and followers are. Okay, tonight's the one. You better be out there and see it, too. It's into the match.